Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going for it. It's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, it's Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar from 8 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard. line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll run again with Hunt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Out to the right here to Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. I want to give a hat. Real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A final shot before half for Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 78 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, here's Wentz. Going underneath to Blunt. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Wentz now on first down. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but This lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And some room to roam now. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blunt, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Completes it to Blunt. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw, Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has...
People tryna say I'm only in the me. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can rock.